Even if the Straw Hats manage to escape, how can they outrun an admiral whose devil fruit powers give him the speed of light? Kizaru can follow the Thousand Sunny everywhere, so the logical move would be to defeat him first, but it won't be as easy as it sounds. We are talking about Kizaru after all. After Wano, we saw the real danger of the New World. The Kid Pirates were wiped out by Shanks, a Yonko. Another emperor, Blackbeard, defeated Law, and without Beppo, he would be dead. The Straw Hats are also fighting against an admiral, Lucci, and other strong vice admirals. I won't count Saturn because it seems that we won't see his powers this arc. It's clear that Luffy is stronger than Law and Kid. Despite the fact that we don't know who is stronger, I don't think Kizaru is stronger than Shanks. Eustace Kid was just unlucky, but Kizaru is nearly invincible as well. Let's talk about the other original admirals for a second. Akainu is incredibly strong. We saw him fighting the Whitebeard pirates, Crocodile, Jinbei, and other characters while chasing Luffy at the same time. The fact that he lost to the strongest man in the world, Whitebeard, who was enraged after seeing Ace's death, does not make Akainu any weaker. The anime also made this clash seem way more one-sided than it actually was. Check out chapter 575, there are only 2 pages of them fighting, and Akainu even managed to take out a portion of Whitebeard's head, which was not shown in the anime. Another admiral, Aokiji, fought a beast like Akainu for 10 days, indicating that their power levels are very close. And now we have Kizaru, whose devil fruit is most likely stronger than the other 2 admirals. We have never seen Kizaru fight with his full strength. At Sabaody, Kizaru defeated 4 supernovas as if they were some random civilians, then fought the Straw Hats, and you know what happened. The biggest defeat of the Straw Hats in the entire anime. He even fought Rayleigh, the right-hand man of the Pirate King. Same Rayleigh stopped the fight between Blackbeard and Hancock because Teach chose not to fight the Dark King. At Marineford, Kizaru dodged Whitebeard's attack easily and then pierced Whitebeard with his laser. He also damaged Marco and played around with pre-time skip Luffy. Let's return to chapter 1091. We saw Sentomaru and Kizaru fight. Sentomaru's strength is not only in his strong defense, but he also managed to damage Kizaru. This is a very noticeable feat, as the only character who could actually hit Kizaru before this chapter was Marco, and even after Marco's attack, Kizaru did not even have a scratch. After seeing Sentomaru's short flashback, it is revealed that Kizaru managed to defeat Sentomaru, a character with the strongest defense in the world. This clash alone shows us how powerful Kizaru actually is. Without a doubt, Kizaru is a monster. How will the Straw Hats be able to escape the Egghead? I will give you an answer soon, but before that, let's talk about Sanji and Zoro. Sanji had a small scene in which he immobilized Kaku by trapping him inside one of the giant bubbles, similar to Seraphim. When discussing the smartest Straw Hat members, the debate usually involves Nami, Robin, Frankie, and Usopp. However, in situations like these, no one surpasses Sanji in terms of intelligence. It began with the Mr. Prince scene during the Little Garden arc, continued through the events in Water 7 where he secretly followed Robin, and now, after noticing Lucci, he immediately chose to neutralize Kaku. Some fans claim that Kaku, while wrapped in bandages, wasn't a significant threat. However, don't forget that awakened Zoans possess a rapid recovering ability, as mentioned by Crocodile in chapter 554. Lucci attacked Vegapunk, Stussy saved him, and Zoro clashed with Lucci. Of course, everyone loves Zoro and nearly nobody likes Lucci, but we should not be biased because of that. Lucci is not a villain that people love. Lucci is just pure evil, working for the world government and willing to do anything to help them. He is quite strong. Lucci awakened his devil fruit and could even fight against Gear 5 Luffy. On the other hand, Zoro is also very powerful. He defeated King and has not lost any fights after the time skip. Everyone remembers his promise to Mihawk that he will never lose again, but based on what we have seen in the story, it's clear that Oda intended his promise to apply only to swordsmen. Zoro has lost a few times to different characters such as Arlong, Enel, Kuma, and so on. Lucci is not a swordsman, so if Zoro loses, don't be surprised. However, I believe there won't be a serious fight, and this clash will end in a draw. Zoro warned Lucci not to underestimate him. The last time we heard those words from Zoro, Monet was cut in half a few seconds later. The chapter ends with Luffy attacking Kizaru. Monkey D. Garp fought Aokiji. Now Monkey D. Luffy fights Kizaru. Will we see Monkey D. Dragon fighting the third original admiral, Akainu? It's useless to speculate whether Kizaru is stronger than Kaido or Luffy. As I mentioned, Kizaru must be defeated or blocked because he can follow the Straw Hats to Elbaf. The only thing we know now is that it won't be an easy fight for Luffy, but they have to escape soon. Even if Luffy is strong enough to defeat Kizaru, he won't won't have enough time. I believe something will happen that will stop Kizaru and help the Straw Hats escape. Let's talk about the escape of the Straw Hats. I believe Vegapunk will sacrifice himself and do something that will shock the world. In the end, he will die, or at least he will be put in jail. There are two reasons for this. Imagine this scenario. The Straw Hats defeat Kizaru and Lucci and escape from Egghead with Vegapunk. Then what? All this hype for nothing? I am 99% sure that the Straw Hats will escape. This story is about them. However, there is no way the Marines won't gain something from this. It was stated that an incident on Egghead will shock the world. Will Luffy defeating Kizaru shock the world? No. Will the Marines obtaining the Punk records or the power plant shock the world? Also no. The world won't even know about these details. Vegapunk is the smartest man in the world. He won't die without leaving a significant mark on the world. I believe Vegapunk will broadcast Kuma's memories, the incident that will shock the entire world. Soon after Vegapunk was revealed, he started talking about sharing his brain with other people. He says, "If only I could let everyone in the world connect to my brain. All of humanity would have access to my knowledge." Right after this, on the next page, Bonnie attacks Vegapunk and blames him for turning her dad into a weapon because he sacrifices things in the name of progress. Now it seems like foreshadowing. Vegapunk speaking about sharing something with the whole world, and suddenly Kuma is added to the conversation. One of Vegapunk's inventions is a live-stream Den Den Mushi with the ability to broadcast across the world. Oda did not add this invention to the story for nothing. Look at these pages. All of these conversations mention the transmission of intangible concepts as tangible signals, then immediately shift to the extraction of Kuma's memory. Also, if you look at the room with Kuma's memories, you will see that it is surrounded on all sides by pointed equipment. It's as if the extracted memories were intentionally left in this spot rather than an entire specific lab being built around it. Also, Vegapunk has revealed that Kuma himself chose to leave his memories like this. The word shock reminds me of one of Kuma's attacks, Urisa's shock. Urisa's shock, also read as Kuma no Shogeki, means bear impact, a bear that will impact the world. It's Kuma. Also, this attack, usually in the form of a small bubble, enters the enemy's body, and when it's released, it explodes as a massive shockwave, visually interpreting receiving shocking news. Many people point out that Egghead looks like the Fuji TV broadcast building. The broadcast of Kuma's past will reveal the truth about the world government to the world. This will be the spark that ignites the world revolution. It will prompt the world government to take action for their great cleansing. If they get the power plant, then they must be stopped as soon as possible. The message would reach everyone from Skypiea to Fishman Island, alerting them that the time for the final war has come. It would be weird if Bonnie, Stussy, and 7 Vegapunks escaped to Elbaf with the Straw Hats. That's why Pythagoras is dead, Shakai is also dead, and York is a traitor. Lilith said she has never left the island, which hints at her leaving the Egghead. Also, she is the closest to the Thousand Sunny. I believe Atlas and Edison will sacrifice themselves as well, helping Vegapunk to broadcast Kuma's memories and stop Kizaru. Lilith will be the only one who escapes with the Straw Hats. She is the first character the Straw Hats saw on Egghead, and she will be the one to assist Luffy and the other Straw Hats with her Vegapunk knowledge on Elbaf. If you want to know what will happen on Elbaf, you can watch this video right here. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it.